Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good day, good day, good day. Welcome back to Tavern Talk. We're here for another game week. And I'm not alone. George is my name. And on the one side, I'm with Ntangeni. Ntangeni, say hello to everyone. Madagwan.
Antimadekwana, good evening to everybody. Madams, gentlemen, kids, welcome to Tavern Talk. Another splendid weekend we had of football.
Beautiful weekend we had. And on the other side, KB. Say, what's up, what's up, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, everyone? Gabriel, your boy. Good to be back. It's a good weekend of football we had and sports all around. Yeah, bringing you lots of disky love. So, yeah, let's go, man.
Disky hearts all around. Disky hearts all around.
That's right.
Let's start off with this weekend. We'll start off with Tottenham versus Everton. It was an interesting game. The headline says, Jordan era. Let's Kane pick his spot. So says Jordan Pickford's era allowed Harry Kane to score his 14th goal in the last 11 games against Everton as Tottenham Hotspur edges out a 2-0 victory over the Toffees to keep his season 100% home record intact. That is it. As always, Kane bangs them in, man. No matter how they come, he makes sure that they are in. Tageni, what did you think of the game?
Look, to be honest, it was, I think, I don't know what happened to Everton the second half, and I've been saying this since we started this recordings, that these teams at the bottom half, not that they don't know how to play football, they can play football. However, I don't know what happens second half all the time. I mean, look at how the penalty came about. They all cluttered on Kane. The goalkeeper, the defender, everybody. And there was no need. Kane was moving away from a goal scoring position. They should have just guided him away.
And it's all about guidance. You guide the striker away from the post. You don't have to get too physical.
Exactly. And if you look at it, I don't think Everton, there was a point where Everton knew that it looks like this is going to end up being a draw. Because they had them. They were able to contain them. But then again, like we said, this is where you see the quality of strikers like Kane coming through for the team.
Make things happen.
They made things happen. And look, he forced an error on them and they fell for it. And the referee had no option but to point to the center. To the spot.
Kevin.
Yeah. Look,
Your assessment?
I think, that penalty was a bit unfortunate, man. I think Kane also kind of anticipated, a move, or rather that the keeper would do something, and he just moved in, his leg in the right spot so that there's a bit of contact.
And these days, that's what strikers do, eh?
Absolutely.
That's what strikers do.
Absolutely. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. I think Everton. Shame. I think Frank had his team in the first half. They really tried to, they put on the pressure. I mean, there was a one-on-one sort of opportunity with Gray. He had a chance to score, and I think two more chances came in after that. So really, you can't blame Frank Lampard, in terms of, his preparation.
He's set up. He did what he could do to make sure that his team is set up for Tottenham. What needed to have been done was the players on the field to 100%. Make sure that
they finish off.
Yeah, they just like that finish, man. And I mean, to keep it 0-0, I think until halftime,
that
it was great for them. I know Everton has been struggling, this whole season, but I really thought this was the opportunity. Yeah. I think the penalty just came in and just killed a bit of their morale.
It was a hammer blow for them. After that, then Herpia could score the second goal, and then the game was gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm. Right? Yeah, man. That was Tottenham Everton. Next game on the cards. Arsenal Leeds. Arsenal went to Leeds. Arsenal called lights out on Leeds home run to strengthen their title bid. That's what the headline says. Uh, Saka's first half strike turns out to be the winner as Arsenal brought Leeds United six games unbeaten run in all competition to an end. So Leeds has a 6 games unbeaten run. Saka's goal came through and ended that quick, fast, and in a hurry. That was a massive strike from Saka. Angle very tight, beautiful goal, I think. KB, what did you think of the game?
Yeah, no, Arsenal in Fetu, it's just somewhat the gods are favoring them this season. Somehow it's just the football gods are just in their favor. I'm not taking anything away from Saka's goal. I just feel like all the opponents that come against Arsenal, they come a little bit short of just
Just
doing.
winning, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Leeds, come on, they've really been tough on every other sort of opponent this season. Yes, just losing it one goal just tells you that it doesn't really an easy win. But at the same time, like I said, a win is a win, man. Regardless of how big or how small the goal score line is,
Yeah,
it's a
the thing
win.
is, that's a mark of title challenges
Yeah,
right there. You grind out whatever victories that you can. A win is a win is a win. Whether
yeah.
it comes through a penalty, whether it comes through a lucky goal, all you want is those 3 points.
Tell me, did Gabriel get a card or something?
Uh, Gabriel, did he? I'll check for you now, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I think there was a moment in the game where he was like, "Oh, but how? Why?" type of thing. I don't know. I just saw it in one of the highlights. When you're having multiple games playing all at the same time, you don't
Yeah.
Yeah,
you,
no.
you forget to mention or forget to pay attention to what exactly happened in the
To
No,
check
game.
towards the
stats.
end of the game, roughing up the player or something, a yellow card.
Did he get a yellow card?
Yeah, he got a yellow card. Yes,
Yeah,
him
yeah,
and was Saliba.
Saliba, yeah, roughing up
yeah.
the player. But as well, uh, Leeds had a chance with that missed penalty from Brentford.
True, true,
Yeah,
true.
so
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's who he roughed up. He roughed up Saliba. I mean Bramford.
Brentford,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's who he roughed up, and I think maybe that's where the penalty came in.
Mm.
So it was a bit.
No, it was towards the end of the game when they got a penalty.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I mean, where he got a yellow card. The penalty only came, I think, around 60 something minute, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit
Uh,
unfortunate there. Like I said, that somewhat I feel like this, you know, Gabriel is always playing a victim or being victimized rather. I don't know. Just unfortunate, like I say.
Fortunate day. Soccer. There's no therefore. You gotta take your chances when you have your chances. You gotta ride your luck when you have your luck. So hey, that's
Hmm.
what Arsenal is doing. It's taking its chances, riding their luck, and doing what they need to do to get those 3 points.
Yeah,
And again,
You know,
your thoughts?
you see, for me, that is the difference between the top three. Let's say the top four teams.
Mm.
Arsenal, they win games that they're not supposed to win. And the other guys, if you look at them, they lose or they draw. And that's where they drop the points.
yeah,
So Arsenal, where we're sitting and we're thinking, yeah, today they're going to lose. Then they go and have this scrappy win.
They grind out
Scrape,
the yeah.
they grind out the win. And like you said, that's the mentality of the championship, winning games. I mean, they're not going to win games by beating Man City, Liverpool, and all those. they win games by beating teams like this who make it difficult for other big teams. I mean, the Leeds record speaks for itself. It tells you they're a solid team, hence the 1-0 scoreline. But anyway, like we said, I was saying to the guys over the weekend watching this game, I said, look, I think just like Liverpool, this is the only time where Arsenal can win the league and we can actually say we see what they're doing. Yeah, honestly. And if they can go this first half without losing a game,
then
I think
nice
one foot. Yeah, they've got one hand on that cup.
Man, it's nine wins in 9 wins out of 10.
Yeah.
That's
an excellent record.
It's their record.
Anyone.
This is the first time ever
Yeah.
they've ever done
Yeah.
something like this.
They've beaten their old record of 8 and 7.
Yeah. So they're doing wonders.
They're doing extremely well, and no one can dispute the fact that, hey, if they carry on like this, being title challengers is on the cards.
Yep.
No matter what you say. Right. As we were talking about the penalty chance, this one, I thought there would be a lot of goals. Man United versus Newcastle United. Yeah. The headline says, Craig hit paw on United celebration. It says that in what was otherwise a drab, goalless affair, Craig Pawson's decision to deny Cristiano Ronaldo's cheeky attempt to robbing a free kick off the toe of Nick Pope's ensured that there was nothing to spare United and United. Manchester United and Newcastle United. So they're talking about that free kick that Nick Pope put the ball down.
Yes.
And then Cristiano Ronaldo just grabbed it quick and then scored. And it was disallowed.
Actually, it was touched by the defender.
It was touched by the player back to Nick Pope.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So, refereeing decision. I don't know.
Actually, there was a second one. Before that, there was also an offside.
Offside, he scored a goal. Ronaldo was offside.
But it was offside. Look,
that one was offside. Yeah.
What you see, and this is what happens when we talk about when your luck is not on your side.
Yeah.
You see when we discuss other games. Look, Man U right now, they're going through a rough patch. They should have won this game very easily. 3 goals they should have scored. But then again, like we say, the referee became the man in the middle who
the decider of the game.
Of the game, not the players. So, and you gotta take it. I mean, for me, and this is what I say, Ten Hag, if I were him, I wouldn't even worry about challenging for anything. I would just want to finish for the
solidify
the championship. That's what he should be aiming for. To say, you know what, I'm done with this UEFA's. I want a Champions League now. Let me qualify for Champions League and take it from there. Because to be honest, for the league right now, there's so many variables taking place for him. Not just the players, the conditions, the media, the pressure, everything is not going for them.
And you got to take in consideration it's his first season as well. So,
exactly.
He's got to stamp his authority, his ways. So it's going to take time.
Yeah, look, to be honest, Manchester were very, very, very lucky. I mean, those uprights and the crossbars. I mean, guys, the keeper was well beaten. I mean, look, that's what I'm saying. As Manchester, if I were the coach, I wouldn't really be hard on myself. I know it's a home game, but it was an open game. I mean, it was an end-to-end. Yeah, look, yeah. it was very interesting game, but disappointing for Man U to come away with just a point. But I think they will be happy considering there was a point where I was looking at the stats. It was, I think, towards halftime, where it was 6 on 6 shots on target. 6 shots and 3 on target. And then Manchester had 3 and 0 on target. That was towards the halftime. And I was sitting and I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, these guys, they need to improve. I mean, at the end of the day, they had 15 shots, Man U, and the other team had 9, but they both had only 2 shots on target. So that tells you. And Man U had, possession was like possession galore.
Yeah.
But
they had the ball the whole time. Yeah. So
then that tells they don't have confidence with their strikers, because if you're gonna have the ball over 60% and your shots on target is only 2 for 90 minutes, that is very worrying.
You could even see that the way that Sancho was trying to get a penalty was like falling on this in the boxes so many times. I was quite disappointed at Sancho for that.
No, it was. I mean, he could do better.
KB, your thoughts?
Who else? Look, I actually thought, what's his name? Rashford will come in much earlier. I think definitely when he got a chance.
That miss from Rashford towards the end. But before that, the miss from Fred.
Oh, yeah.
Rashford crossed to Fred.
Yes.
And that miss was just, Fred.
And Fred acted as if, he was pushed or something.
But nothing happened. Yeah.
It was also very disappointing. Very disappointing. But like I say, is that for me, Rashford seems to be sort of the winner, or not
the
necessarily.
catalyst. Yeah. He for me, he did more in terms of goal mouth and scaring the defenders.
Correct.
Than what Ronaldo did.
Correct. And that's what you were hoping to see, is that, could Rashford have come in earlier? Would we have seen a much of a difference? What's today? Today is Monday. On Wednesday, they're playing against Tottenham, right? That's the next game. So could it be that maybe he's saving him?
He's saving. But because of the fixture congestion, all the coaches need to rotate, need to keep the players fresh and stuff. So
like I say, is that Man United has got it hard. It's Spurs, and then after that it's Chelsea. So it's really hard for them. I think they're really trying to spare and make sure that they get top results in every game that they're facing now. Thereafter, it's obviously going to be Europa League. So look, Newcastle, it's not an easy team to win against. City couldn't win against Newcastle. I wasn't expecting or hoping that the games will be that hard. I think my prediction was like a 1-0 win for United.
But it is understandable. It was 5th against 6th, or is it 4th against? They were just one. So they were very close to each other. When it comes to league standing.
The scoreline favored Brighton, of course, and Chelsea, because a draw for those two meant that Chelsea opened up a gap, and then Brighton closes the gap. But then again, we'll talk about it later. It's a very interesting league right now with all these results that took place this weekend. Now it has opened up everything all the way to the 12th position. It's open. No, I'm telling you, one game you lose, one game you win, you leap. There's a very serious chance that you can go into the World Cup season in the top 8. So that's what your Bournemouth, your Brentford will be chasing. And now Man U and Newcastle, that's what they'll be defending. To say, look, we don't want to lose our spot. We want to go into the winter break, with placed in a better position, because it's good for the morale of the team.
True. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Man United. Next game on the cards. I know that my co-hosts here are itching to talk about it. Chelsea victorious, 2-0 over Everton.
Not Everton, Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, Gerrard's team. Gerrard's
Yeah.
team. So the headline says Chelsea victorious as pressure mounts on Gerrard.
No
Play of
pun
words.
intended.
Mason Mount scores a brace as Chelsea defeated Aston Villa 2-0 in the Premier League. Despite an encouraging performance, further pressure was heaped on Steven Gerrard with his side just a point clear of the relegation zone. That's bad for Gerrard, eh? And he was performing so nicely last season. But hey, Chelsea do what Chelsea do. 2-0. Mount performed well in the Champions League and he carried on that performance in the league. David, jump on it.
Yeah, look, man, it was a bad mistake there by Mings, the first goal. I think he was, he probably sits even in his home looking and reading just newspapers, thinking to himself, he could have done better.
Well, yeah.
But it was poor. Yeah, I mean, as far as, the scoreline, as you mentioned, it's 2-0 and Mount, it was a mistake by the defender. The second goal was a free set piece.
Yeah.
He took a nice free kick at the box. For me, the player that stood out strong was Kepa once again. I think the first 10 to 30 minutes of the game, Danny Ings from Aston Villa probably had like 50 shots. And, Kepa kept stopping each and every one of them. So, yeah, again, it goes back to a conversation we had, I think, 2 or 3 episodes ago as to what happens to Mendy now, because Kepa is really, really,
Putting his head up and saying, I'm here.
yeah, this is
I'm here.
is really putting in a performance, that will say to anyone else that look at me. I think for me over this weekend, probably one of the best keepers, if not the best, for all this,
So he's your keeper of the weekend team.
Correct. Keeper of game week 10, game week 11, game week 10. Yeah, so big ups to him. And I think the presence of James was really, really missed. We can see that, not having a right wing back or, somebody playing on the wings. I mean, they put Loftus Cheek there, and that's not his natural position. He kept on drifting and playing in a center, and up until second half, they put in Espeliqueta, on that position. And but really, the absence of a natural right
James,
wing,
a natural.
yeah, it's
But yeah.
it's really gonna catch up. I mean, he's gonna be back in December. Or
Yeah.
it's hoping that Boxing Day, 26th of December, he'll be back. But most likely, what might happen or what might need to happen is, in the January window, you gotta have somebody as a a second
Backup.
option. Yeah. I mean, even on the left back, yes. I mean, left wing. We know Cocarella can sort of play in anywhere on the left, but yeah, I don't know if we want to do that right now with the current formation of three at the back, yeah, um, and then you've got like almost like a five players in the middle,
Mm.
and then 2-1 or I say 5-1-1, that type of thing. Um, it sort of doesn't fit to have Cocorella playing up front there. You need him to stay. You've got Koulibaly. Somewhat, I feel sometimes that Serie A has spoiled him. The guys run faster here in the EPL.
Yeah, it's a different ball game.
Yeah, he gets caught looking for the ball behind him. He gets, he holds on to players when he's not supposed to. So yeah, like I feel, like I said, is that there's still a little bit of tweaking that needs to happen. Fafana will be back, obviously.
Yeah.
Maybe that will help in that regard. But yeah, with a bigger and a tougher, like I say, opponent, those kind of mistakes that Koulibaly makes, they're not required.
Mm.
So yeah, I think let's see what happens. I mean, the next set of games are obviously going to be fun. I think, like I mentioned, Chelsea's got it's got Man United. They've also got
Brentford.
Yeah,
Brentford.
it's Brentford next.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, let's see what happens in those teams,
that fixture.
those fixtures. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, Tangeni, jump on.
Yeah, look, I think honestly speaking, from where I'm sitting, Gerard will be probably asking the football gods, what more
What more
does
can
he
I
need?
do? Yeah,
What more can I do? Because in reality, guys, they had more shots on target. They had more shots at goals.
18
So
attempts, seven
seven
goals,
on.
shots
So
on target,
yeah,
seven off target. That
exactly.
yeah,
So
as compared to four to three.
Meowty, if you
yeah,
can see those shots, some of them were even at close range. Like,
Mm.
close range. The triple save that Kepa had to make.
wait.
That tells you. So we look at the score line and people would think, yeah, no,
But
Chelsea had it easy, and I'm like, no. You know what?
no,
We were
it's not
we were
like that.
lucky. Yeah, we
But
were lucky that.
you know what? It goes
Mm,
to what we were saying about the Arsenal game. If you're
yeah.
lucky, you gotta ride your luck. You gotta
Yep.
take your chances. So, that's a mark of a good league side. Eh, You know.
And do you see what this win from Chelsea did to the top four?
Mm.
If you look at the third position, two, three,
Two,
four.
three,
Now,
23,
yeah,
and Chelsea's 19.
yeah. Well, so even if you look at menu, you can throw in menu there because they've got a
Yeah.
game in hand. So you know what, ne? It is
Chelsea's
open it
got a
up.
game in hand. Manu's got a game in hand. So
Yeah,
if Chelsea wins this game, that they'll be at 22
one.
points, like a 1 point
Yeah, 1.
behind.
Hey, that game in hand is against Liverpool.
I understand. I understand. I understand.
No, no, no. Look. We gotta look at how it opened up because, as I
Mm.
Yeah.
said, from the sixth position. Okay, let's take it from menu from the fifth position
Yeah.
all the way to the 12th position. It's a three-pointer game.
Yeah.
So the
It's a
guy who,
one game.
yeah, then it changes everything.
One game can
A-
change everything.
any person who's behind you, they just need one game to win to frog leap you. So
As we were saying, in this league, any team can beat any team
exactly,
on their
and
day.
which is
Number
more.
one can be defeated by a relegation threatened team.
That's what I'm saying. It's very interesting. Though I don't see much of improvement from the team from, let's say, from Aston Villa going down. I don't see them doing a lot of upsetting when it
Mm.
comes to the big teams. But among themselves, it's going to be very interesting to see who's got the nerve of steel because that's what's going to
And
come
that's
down
what's
to
needed.
yeah.
You need to buckle down and do the work and get the 3 points. Get the 1-1-1-1-1-3-3.
Yeah.
1-1-1-1-1. Yeah. Just
Look,
You
like
see
that.
what I predict? Just to predict, sorry, KB, before you come in. I think we're going to be glued more on the relegation games than the championship games at the end of the season because that's where football will be played.
But I hear you saying that, but you know what? This league, even the top, I know City has been running away with it the whole time. Champions League spots have always been battled for. So
No.
even now, like look at the points. City is not running away with it up top. Arsenal, who would have thought in the beginning of the season that Arsenal would be at top by 10 games into the season?
I said it.
Yep.
So
I said Arsenal is gonna be there.
and I said that I'm worried
not
about the second
many
half.
people would have said that.
Yes,
I'm more worried about the second half than this.
Yeah, but you know what? There are teams fighting for the top spot, eh? And you know, even other teams, younger teams, they are coming through. Like younger teams, and not the traditional top 6 teams are fighting for those spots. So you know, it's not just a 6; it's more than 6 now fighting for top spots. Look at Brighton at number 7. Newcastle is showing their worth. You know,
I promise
it's
you.
not
I
an
promise
easy
you.
team to play against.
Yeah, I promise you, man. The top 4. Okay,
How
let me
is
say
it going to
top
be
5.
the traditional top 6?
Yeah, the top 5 are not gonna. They're not gonna drastically lose points. I don't see that happening. I don't see Chelsea all of a sudden being, toppled by Newcastle.
That's what I'm saying, that yes, they're not drastically going to lose points. That would mean that fighting for the league is going to be there.
No,
We're going to be
that will
looking
happen.
at the top as well, not just the bottom.
No. But that happens every season. Remember, we for the past 3 or 4 seasons, we've left it to the last 2 games or last game. That happens every season.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That it's not like we're just gonna look at the relegation battle. How's it gonna be? When Ntageni was saying that this season,
You know how I was saying it. You know, in the top 6, for the top four, you are usually looking at 3 teams, at best 4 teams fighting for those the last 3, number 2, 3, 4 positions. At the bottom, I'm saying if you look at it, you've got 6 teams.
Yeah.
So the changes that I'm talking about, when I say you're gonna be, I'm not saying that we're not gonna watch what's happening at the top, but I'm saying, a draw, a loss for any of those teams among themselves
will chop and change the bottom.
So usually we call it 4 games, 5 games.
Yes. In advance that okay, this team is being relegated.
Yes. So I'm saying we'll probably go to the last game not knowing who's relegated. It's my call. Looking at how the games have been played
it'll
and how
be decided then that day
on the last game.
The other 2 teams here are the ones that are in the relegation battle zone at the end of the season.
Exactly.
No, I'm getting you now. All right. Since we went on the tangent, the game of the weekend for me. I know it might have been Real Madrid and Barcelona, but coming to the Premier League.
It was, man. It was a big game, George. Don't.
It was a huge game.
No, don't play it down.
Nobody gave Liverpool any chance.
Okay.
The headline said Slick Salah sends City packing. That they did, man. Go back home. Go back to Manchester. See y'all later.
Yeah.
Liverpool out 1-0 victory at Anfield with Mohamed Salah's second half strike, settling a fiery clash at Anfield, bringing City 21-match unbeaten run in the Premier League to an emphatic end. So this unbeaten league run for City was ended by Liverpool. I must say that, we did super picks, and I said that, Liverpool will run out winners. I was told that, hey, what are you smoking there? What are you smoking?
Yep,
And,
that's true.
The only time Pep Guardiola won at Anfield was during the pandemic when there were no fans. Somehow, at Anfield, Pep's men either draw or lose. So right there, that atmosphere they can't handle.
So wait, what are you saying? Are you saying that Pep won at Anfield only once during the pandemic, and that was
When there were no fans. When there were no fans.
Look, George,
So,
like we say again, and I don't want to take the shine away from Liverpool. For me, this game again was decided by the referee. We can say what we say, but that's the reality. I mean, look, how Thiago managed to walk away without a red card, I don't know.
dude, Thiago slipped. His feet was not high up. It
No,
was
no, 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 no,
No,
no, no,
George.
no, no, no. George,
No.
George, he took the player off the ground from behind. Whether it's a mistake, remember even the goalkeeper when he touched Kane, it was a mistake. He didn't go for him.
And
So, so did you understand, George? We cannot. Let's not be biased. It was from behind. Look at the kick that he gave to the Haaland on the groin. So for me, and it's from behind as well. So look, like I said, hey, he's riding his luck.
yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. But hey, you can only play with what you have. If the referee doesn't give the red card, hey, a win is a win is a win.
Yeah.
Ride your luck, as we have been saying in the stream.
Yeah.
Football is all about luck. Football is about chances. Football is about taking your chances.
Okay,
you can't say that City never had his chances. Haaland never had his shots on goal.
George, don't preach like that now. You've been preaching the
Yeah,
subjective narrative of football all over. When it comes to
yes,
Liverpool, now it's okay that the referee can do this.
you are changing.
No. Wrong is wrong. I get it. Wrong is wrong.
So let's talk
Make no
about the wrong.
mistake.
Let's talk
But
about the wrong.
no,
You remember,
sent off.
Okay.
yeah, remember what I'm saying is that it's one of those games again that were decided by the ref, not the players per se. Because, again, the results, if you look at the statistics, they far away from the results. And, well, goals win matches, I know. But remember, we're analyzing, we're breaking it down to say,
the whole thing, yeah. We're unpacking the whole thing. Yeah.
We are unpacking the whole thing, and we say, look, the biggest mistake that what do you call this Diaz made, was to slide when he's not supposed to slide as a last man. And Salah, he's a good striker. Give him an opportunity. I mean,
it was a second opportunity, one-on-one with the keeper.
Exactly.
So
you can't make that mistake twice. I mean, for me, I feel what's his name, the Man City coach must have said that they lost the game themselves. Salah didn't beat them; they beat themselves
they beat themselves.
It's like giving Salah the ball and say, "Hey, look, cheers, buddy."
Yeah, and there's a keeper assist. Cancelo should have done better with that ball. I know that Salah turned him.
No.
Wasn't it Cancelo?
It was Robin
Diaz.
Robin Diaz. Oh, apologies.
No. Yeah, remember, he's the one that was the last man. Remember they were standing straight line.
Oh yeah.
So Ruben Diaz, instead, he lunges in and he's on the floor. I mean, for someone as fast as Salah, look, for me.
For years, he's been eating up those kind of opportunities.
Exactly. So.
And that's his bread and butter. You don't allow like you were saying a couple of streams back. If you know you're the last man, you make sure.
That's it.
You make sure.
Keep your feet on.
George, what do you think? Let's just talk the pros and cons of the game against City. For Liverpool side, what do you think Liverpool did wrong in that game?
One of the biggest con, not on the game, we've lost Jota.
Okay.
He's possibly only gonna be back after the World Cup.
Okay.
Negative, Darwin Núñez. I know he's a striker. He's supposed to be selfish, but he's too selfish. 2 chances that we could have had goals. Right back, we don't have. We had to play Milner, though he played quite well. We don't have depth in our squad. I'm glad that Robo on the left is back. He's more solid than Tsimikas, which though Tsimikas does attack a bit more. In the midfield, Thiago and Fabinho, I like them. But if Thiago does that, what he's done, then it's a problem. Going down one man, we won't survive against Chelsea, against even Arsenal. City, definitely not. I like the fact that Klopp changed from 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1. And at least at least when Núñez came, he played Salah in the middle, like just behind Núñez. He scored from the middle. That was a beautiful change. You could see that Klopp is changing his way, adapting a bit more. He's not as hard-headed as he's been. That I feel that he's been.
Okay.
So there's a lot to read from that game, and I'm hoping that I'm not quite sure who we're gonna have to replace Jota. I know he's gonna put Carvalho, which Jota is a bright spark. We've lost Luis Diaz. Now we lost Jota. Our strike force is just dwindling and dwindling.
Well, you've got a back in form, or rather, let me say,
Firmino.
Salah is picking up his form.
Salah is picking up his form. Firmino is coming back big time. So I'm glad about that, but I'm worried about the left-hand side as well.
I'm more worried about your coach than the players. You could tell, even leading to the red card.
Yeah, the frustration about Salah's supposed free kick.
Yeah. For me, when you are under pressure, you start doing that. That pressure automatically offloads to players. So, for me, this is where the coach is not supposed to get a red card. Instead, and this I learned. Maybe it's a trick that we don't all agree with. I learned it from Mourinho. I don't know if you've realized sometimes Mourinho would go and get a red card so that the player that fouled the other player from the opposing team shouldn't get a second booking, then gets a red card. Instead, Mourinho will jump and make some.
Look at me. Don't concentrate on the player that's supposed to get a second booking.
Yes.
No, but that's why Mourinho was so great, is so great, because he knows how to protect players.
So I felt he went overboard. And if you look at that video, I was watching the game. The way he was on the ear of the lineman.
No, on the linesman. I feel that was very wrong. That was
it was
extremely wrong. I
So
like Klopp and all, but you shouldn't be doing that. What
you
kind
shouldn't be.
of?
You see what worries me about that now? It brings me to the story of saying, now, how does, what do you call this, Liverpool uh, start planning for their next game? Because now you've got these players who've got this. I mean, look, it's not like they are, they've got, I would say, simpler games, but simpler
Yeah, West
in our
Ham.
opinion, and not Nottingham Forest. And then let's leave the UEFA Champions League. So my question is, these are small games. Will they have the same temperament that they had for the Man City game, or did the
So the
Man
thing
City
is,
game?
when you're playing a big team, you have that extra. You put in extra 110%
But this is where they're supposed to
onto
be
your.
saying. This is where you're supposed to be saying it was our turning point.
Mm.
Is it your turning point? That's the question. I mean, even Cabello, I know that's what he wants to ask to say. Do I see
Do
Liverpool
you, do you see
fighting for the
Liverpool
top four?
winning the next and the next and the next? You know,
Exactly.
after the Champions League game and
You've
then
got
the
Leeds.
City game, I'm
Yeah.
I'm hoping that there is some sort of impetus put for, okay, fine, let's be more disciplined. We have Salah scoring, as you were saying. Firmino has been pitching in with goals. And like I was saying, that we've lost Jota. We've lost Diaz on that side. So, scoring wise, Kimamutu, Trent, long
Oh,
shots. He hasn't been that good. He needs a rest. He can't really be playing for me. You know, you got to give him a bit more time to get his form back. So I'm hoping
I,
that we have turned around the corner from our bad runs. But like I was telling a friend of mine, that unfortunately, I'm still not convinced that we are definitely fighting for top four. We need to settle down first and get a run going. And then we can say, let's fight for top four. And then we can say, let's fight for the second spot, which I don't see it happening this season. Take it one step at a time. Right now, we as Liverpool have not settled, have not
so
had a run going.
so in short, George, you accept that you were not convincing in beating Man City. Period.
We set
No, no,
up.
no, 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 no. You were not convinced, because if you were convinced, you were gonna say this was our turning point. You know, you watched the game. Accept it.
Now
No,
you got
look.
me. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Let's see about the next coming games first. Maybe I can be convinced that we are having a run. Right now, I'm not saying for ish. Yeah.
But that's what Kabila asked you earlier on when we were talking about the referee.
Yeah, the pros and the cons. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
it.
It took you that long to respond to that question.
Yeah. The thing is, George is very emotional about Liverpool, and he doesn't want. I mean, just the fact that we're talking about Anthony Taylor, the referee, he didn't want to see that.
Acknowledge his. Yeah.
Yeah, acknowledge that. Man, this guy is the. You know, yeah. I mean, under normal circumstances, that pull by Haaland, it hardly ever goes to a VAR. You know,
Exactly.
but in this case, it did. And
Bless
sorry,
you.
guys. Yeah. So I mean, it really got it went in favor of Liverpool.
Liverpool.
You'll never ever see something like this maybe again happen. But hey, the red cards, it should have gone. We should have seen a Thiago red card. I think we should have seen a couple of other yellow cards also on the pitch. I mean, Klopp got what he deserved also for his behavior. So Yeah, those things all together combined, I think you must be honest that they're not ready. I don't think it's a turning point. Uh, you
But
know,
like that's what I said. That
uh,
yeah, we
yeah.
can only do a turning point after the next couple of games and see.
The thing about the next couple of games is, or rather, just
They're
in
not
general.
a big team, see,
No, no,
or
no. Besides that, what I'm saying is, when you look at the log right now, the first four, the top four teams, they've
mm,
all conceded 10 goals, right? So meaning it's a goal average of 1 goal per game type of thing right now,
mm,
right? They are not in anyhow decelerating when it comes to conceding or losing. So uh, Liverpool's peak might not necessarily mean that they'll get to the top. The others are also still going higher.
are
All right.
moving forward. Like
Yeah,
you were
Mm.
saying, the top five don't seem to be losing.
yeah. There isn't a huge change happening. I mean,
Mm.
we hardly talk about how wonderful Spurs is doing, but they're still remaining there in the top three.
No, they still get the
They
three
still,
points. They
you know what I mean?
still grind
Yeah.
out victories. See.
So, like I say, is that as much as Liverpool can say, we'll score another 10 goals against, we'll score 10-1 against Nottingham Forest,
Mm.
it doesn't change the top four. You know what I mean?
No, but it's the same thing that we were speaking about in the beginning of the season when we said that you need to hit the ground running. With this league,
Yeah.
once you fall behind a little bit,
Yeah.
then it'll be the end of you.
Yeah.
And you need to maintain that run. You can't lose or draw. Points are a dime a dozen. Again,
I've got 1 minute to go. I've got 1 minute to go before load shedding.
you got 1 minute to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's South Africa right there. The lights will go boom, out.
God damn it.
I. That would be the end of us. But before we go, let's say, hey, Tara, Mamelodi Sundowns won 8-1 La Pasa.
Yeah. Big ups to
15-1
them.
aggregate.
Yeah.
15-1 aggregate. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a whipping and a half right there. And let's say, hey, big up to Orlando Pirates.
Ro-
After so many games without scoring, they drew 1-1 with Amazulu. And
Yeah.
Hey, let's
and,
give a big guys.
and
Let's
Kaiser
give
Chiefs lost 1-2 to
2-1.
Chippa United. 1-2.
Yeah, no, no, that there's the coaches. I give it to the coach again.
Yeah,
Uh, he-
you've always said Arthur Zwane is just not not on.
yeah. Look, another thing. Let's not forget a quick big ups to Royal AM. They've gone to the knockout stages of the Confed Cup.
Oh yeah.
So it's an achievement. It's the first time for them to be in Africa. So look, hey, we gotta give a big up. They are representing.
That's true, right? That's true. And before we forget, another brilliant El Clasico, Real Madrid 3,
Uh,
Barcelona 1. I know that KB was itching to talk about this. So quick, fast, and in a hurry, KB. Hit
Nah,
them.
no. I wasn't really itching to talk about it, but I mean, I really, really, really enjoy Real Madrid football, especially when it comes to a Clasico. It almost determines who's gonna win the league.
The league.
Almost, it sets the tone, throughout the whole season. And yeah, I mean, Ancelotti got it right. The usual suspects: Benzema scoring, my boy, and I think now he's become my favorite player, Rodrigo.
Yeah, Rodrigo.
He's becoming quickly. He's becoming my favorite player now. Go.
Go Madrid.
Yeah. So yeah.
And Valverde.
Wow. That boy, man. I actually have always compared him to. Well, he obviously plays the same or similar role as Tony Kroos, but I've always said to me, that he's a Portuguese boy, right?
Mm.
Yeah, I always believed Mvana is gonna is really the future. Just that the past 3 or 4 seasons he hasn't really featured a lot for Madrid, but I really enjoy that boy now. Yeah, in terms of his play. So yeah, it was a dope game. Elsewhere in football, we've got Mbappe still throwing out his tantrums.
Yeah,
Headlines
it
everywhere.
is. It is reported that he wants to leave by
Yeah,
January, and the only team that he might go to is Liverpool, which,
not only team, but I mean, his asking fee is gonna be a lot. I don't think
yeah, and
Liverpool will pay
with
that much.
Liverpool's pay structure, I doubt that he'll come to Liverpool because,
Well, from just a transfer amount, that boy we're
mm,
looking at 200 to at least 350.
yeah,
Between 200 and 350 as a transfer, and then monthly. I mean, currently he's earning 1.9 million euros weekly.
Euro, yeah,
Weekly,
dude.
1.9 million euros weekly right now. I don't know if Liverpool can contain such a
No,
thing.
definitely. Liverpool
Anybody
won't
can
even
get.
pay 500,000.
Yeah, so nobody will pay any of or close to that money. So that's the unfortunate part. I don't think Madrid will do it. They had an opportunity, or he had an opportunity to sign with Madrid beginning of the season when he was a free transfer. For
Mm.
them now to say 5 months later, 6 months later, and say, "Hi, we'll take you on."
And the thing is, unsettling a team in the middle of the season like that with biggest crybaby in football right now. Ish.
Yeah,
As good as he is, I don't know. I don't know.
look, man, the thing about it, and something that he's been complaining about is that he's not being played in a position which he's comfortable at, right? He doesn't want to
Mm.
be a number nine. And I think,
This is football. You adapt,
correct,
don't
correct,
you? Yeah.
correct. So uh, maybe he's just proving to the world he's not that versatile after all.
Mm.
If you think about, um, I want to think of a Ronaldo, for example. He went from Madrid to Juventus. He was
Mm.
requested to play as a number nine,
Yes, I'm number nine. Yeah, true. In
and he did it.
Juventus, that's where he played. Yeah.
And he did that quite well. He won a couple of Serie A titles because of that position. But the long story short is you do as you expected by the coach because the coach sees what you can do in that role, right? As you
Mm.
can see right now, Ronaldo is playing as a number nine again for Man United, but that
Yeah, true.
releases, that gives guys like Bruno Fernandes or somebody else to run up and be able to score those goals.
You
That's
know,
what.
doing that, it shows that you're a team player.
Yeah.
When you refuse to do a certain position and try and be in that position and try and work
Mm,
at that position,
yeah.
that means that you have your head saying that, hey, I'm just this position and that's it.
Yeah.
I can't change. I can't do
Yeah.
anything. And, if you're saying that I'll only be a left winger, if they put me as a striker, then I'll drag my feet. Then you're not a footballer. You are
Yeah.
just a left
Because
wing.
because part of his his demands, or rather him moving into a
Or a
position,
new contract.
yeah, rather, is that he must be moved to a free role player, and and that position must be played between him and Messi, meaning Neymar must move out.
Ah,
That's that's
or
that's
that's a clause in the
not
contract.
not necessarily. I'm just saying that him wanting to play a free role, he
Yeah.
wants to play that free role with Messi, next to
Only.
Messi.
Mm.
Yeah, but you can't have three players playing free role.
Yeah, no, no, I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So meaning Messi, Neymar must leave, and obviously they've not been good friends or getting
No,
along.
from the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the unfortunate part about that. He's asked for a number nine. Lewandowski didn't want to come to PSG. Ended up going to Barcelona.
Mm.
So I mean, PSG needs to get at the number nine. I don't know who they can get now. if they really want to keep Mbappe happy. But other than that, like I said, yeah, it's football, man, all around.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, oh yeah, you said Valverde, Uruguayan.
Oh,
What would you?
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that has been Tavern Talk for the evening. That's us. Tangani said his bye-byes, goodbyes. Y'all don't drink and drive now. Drink well, drink responsibly. That's me for the evening. KB, would you like to say peace out?
Yeah, we are here. Thanks a lot. Dope episode. Once again, like I said, is a great weekend of football all around. Don't forget the Black Label Carling Cup is coming out in November, the 22nd, FNB Stadium. You've got an opportunity to vote for any team. It's no longer just Chiefs and Pirates. You can vote for any team. So go out, get yourself a Black Label, vote, and get your team in there. Let's see Amazulu, let's see Richards Bay, let's see Sundowns playing for that cup.
Let's mix them all
Yeah,
up. Let's mix them
yeah,
all up. Let's have fun. Let's go to the stadium, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah. The 24th, we've got the second leg of not
The
24th,
Sundowns Chiefs, Sundowns Pirates, and
correct.
Chief. Yeah,
Yeah, and then this weekend we've got the Soweto
Derby.
Derby. So let's go get it, guys. Is it this weekend or next weekend? Next
This
weekend. So
coming weekend. Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, quite a lot happening in local
the
DC,
world of football.
and yeah, I'm excited about. By the way, George, which player comes to mind, man, when you think of the Soweto Derby? Man? Just one, or maybe two.
You know what? Right
Over time.
now,
Over
right
time.
now,
Doesn't have to be right now. It can be.
no. When you say Soweto Derby, and we this weekend that came by, I'm thinking Kaizer Chiefs Erasmus. I know because he scored now. I think he was proving a point that hey, I want to be in this derby. I want to do something.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
uh, and I'm hoping that Pirates does something to
Okay.
Chiefs.
Okay.
So, but I know Erasmus is a Chiefs player, but that's what I was thinking that
You
you
think he
know
will come in and do something?
he'll come in and do something. That tight angle goal that he did this weekend, though they lost,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna give him a little spring in his step.
Sure.
And
Sure.
what do you think of the derby coming up?
Well, the question wasn't about this coming derby, but I'll tell you who I think, for
Is
me,
is on top of your mind when it comes to the derby?
yeah, yeah. Um, can I think of now?
Jerry.
No, for the current players, I don't have.
Lodge.
Uh, no, not even. Like I don't have any player right now that would stand
That
out.
springs to mind like that when it comes to that has really done something that is wow that you
No,
could
not really. Okay, so what I'm saying is that with the current players going into this derby, I don't have any player that I think will stand out for me right now. I think it's
that's what I'm
just
saying.
gonna be an average, you know, performance
Run of
by
the
all
mill
the.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, but as far as history is concerned, and the players over the derby, a player that stands out for me is Mark Batchelor right now. Really like the guy. May his soul rest in peace. Yeah, I really digged him. He
Mhm.
always was one of those guys that I had to look up.
Who was up for the derby? Who was
Yeah, whether causing that last goal, very much like Gift Leremi or even
mm,
Tovi guys. But I'll
ah.
say, the guy that stands out is Mark Batchelor for me. So yeah, that's it. That's that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and Brian Baloyi, by the way, Brian
You
Baloyi
bring
also.
memories. Yeah.
Brian Baloyi,
So. Mm,
yeah, Villa guys, Benedict.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nice one. Hey, KB, we don't want to go too long.
yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, comment, Like, comment, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. We really appreciate you. Send in those comments. We'll definitely answer them. If you want us to talk about it on the stream, we'll definitely do that. Yeah. And like I said, don't drink and drive. Drink safely. And visit your taverns. Peace.
Out of here.